Collective. Good morning, I hope everybody is well. Clear all negative energy, please, Spirit. Please keep my collective and myself protected during this reading. Please keep myself protected and my collective protected during this reading. Please give us clear and concise messages. Clear all negative projections. Return to sender any negative projections. Return to sender immediately, please, Spirit. Clear all negative energies. Keep us protected. There's something going on, Spirit. Collective. Yes, thank you, Spirit. There's definitely some activities going on out there in the ether. Spirit says not to sit on something. Don't sit on it. There's a trigger warning. There's some sort of proposal or promotion, or something's being promoted. I got the other day that somebody was on a path, and the path seemed to have been a circle, like somebody going around circles. But on that circle, they were following somebody. Somebody was chasing somebody, but they were going around in circles because they kept going. I'll hit the drawers. They kept going like. Hang on. So somebody here is chasing someone, right? See this circle? They're chasing somebody, they're trying to follow somebody, somebody's being followed, and somebody can't get to someone. They keep going around and around and around, and they can't find somebody, right? But this is how it is. This is where somebody is, on this track. See? There's an outer track. I don't know what this is significant of, but somebody's trying to find somebody, but they can't find them because they keep going around and missing this outer. There's an outer track just out here. Anyway, that was something that I got. Somebody's I just wanted to say something about, energies that can shift from one vessel to another vessel. Something's going on here where somebody's surrounded by a group of people, right? And their energy is like out of whack, right? Like how somebody's seen somebody originally is not, like there's a dark energy to someone. It's like somebody's talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden an energy comes into that person, and they change, right? So switch up, and it's an entity entering that person. And in this case, there's a group of people that somebody keeps experiencing this energy pop up in lots of different people. So they're surrounded, say, like from a family group or, like whatever group they're around, and each person they speak to or comes towards them, it suddenly embodies this energy, and it's aggressive. It's really aggressive. And it's hateful, and it's nasty. And anyway, collective, you have to be aware that this energy can pop up in anyone. So just know to, I don't know, move out of somebody's way when you see the energy, because it comes over the eyes. You can see it enter somebody through the eyes, okay? And when that happens, it's a good idea to try and, not obviously, but just gently move away from that person. Okay, and know that it's not actually that person. It is actually an entity, an entity entering the person. It's not who that person is. All right. Okay, let's get a reading. All right, what is this about? This energy is just getting around, you know what I mean? So be aware. And somebody is being followed. Somebody is being followed, but somebody could be guided to actually, like with the circle. Somebody's following somebody. And on the circle, it could be a guide to say, just move off the circle, so that this person it could be on an IT app, I just heard. Somebody could be followed on an IT app. And they're going around those circles. Somebody could be told to just jump off that circle. You know what I mean? I don't know what that means. If somebody might know, understand what I'm saying. There's a human experiment. Somebody could be part of some sort of experiment here. And again, look, there's the IT. IT and human experiment. Something could be going down in March. Now this came out before. It's definitely something maybe happened in March. Something to do with somebody's IT app or something, and something to do with March. So something, and we've got a human experiment here. Got my coconut water. It's very cleansing. Something happening for financial gain, and we've got financial manipulation here. Alright. Anything else here is good? Oh, trash. Somebody should take out the trash. It could be like trash on somebody's devices. Empty the trash. It came out in reverse. Trash in reverse. So there might be something in somebody's trash on their devices that they might need to look at. There might be something in someone's trash. Don't take the trash out, because there's something in the trash that needs to be taken out. Something in the trash. This could be like actual trash, like an actual rubbish bin or something. Don't take out the trash. Or this is on somebody's device, like the trash in someone's device. We've got an oversee. Oversee. Don't overlook something. Oversee. Something that has been overseen or overlooked. Oversee. Something's been overlooked. We've got somebody needs to be mindful. I'm getting like mining. Somebody might be trying to enter somebody's mind. Oh, and didn't I say, like these entities that jump into people's minds and causes them to take some sort of action, and it might be this entity might be projected through the IT app. So this could be a trigger because we've got MK Ultra here. This is my MK Ultra hypnotic symbol, right, with the butterfly, and it's a butterfly effect. So what happens is, yeah, right, thank you, Spirit. So something is entering people's minds through IT, and it's a specific IT app. There's something in the trash on someone's devices, or it needs to be put in. Yeah, no, this is trash in reverse. So something needs to be taken out of the trash for some reason. I don't know what that is, but so something has been projected out of the IT, the computers or something, or an app, some sort of app, IT app. It might have been released in March, is what I heard. And this entity, like, so it hypnosis people, right? Sucks them in, right? And then projects into the mind, and this is when these entities take over, right? And you see it in people's minds, and then they will, and there's a butterfly effect. So the butterfly means when it goes from one person, it will go to another and another and another, you see? And this is what I meant by, someone's surrounded by a group of people, and each person that comes towards them is infected by this energy, and they will switch up, and it's aggressive and it's dangerous. I remember seeing a movie years ago. I can't remember what it was called, and in the movie it was on the phones, and oh my God, so this is like a human experiment, right? And it was in the movie as well, where they put an app into a phone. So anyone who had this phone had this thing on their phone, right? An app in their phone, right? Was able to be hypnotised at a specific time. And what happened in the film, and it had a butterfly effect, and it just like went boom, 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 when everyone was affected. And what happened in the movie was that the app went off, and everyone who had that on their phone, it affected them, and they all went off, and then they all just slaughtered each other, like an entity of this vicious entity took over when this app was what do you call it, like turned on, and it made all the people just switch up, like under this hypnotic thing, and then one after the other they just went bang, 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 and they all just killed each other. It was something to take a whole lot of population out. That's what it was. This was an agenda of depopulation. It's coming through an app. Be mindful of whatever somebody's downloading on their app, right? This is serious shit. This is in the agenda, and it's coming through under the guise of environmental sustainability to depopulate. Remember Al Gore's unfortunate truth? It's a fallacy. It's an agenda that wants to narrow the population down, and specific areas will be targeted, and they'll be low socioeconomic. But there's others too. People will be singled out, especially if they're dissident. Mm. Somebody needs to divorce themselves from whatever this is. There's a witch involved. Spirit's going, listen. Somebody's soulmate could be here, and they might be spitting, like nastiness. I've got spitting, like literal spitting. There's no love here. Wow, this is heavy, Spirit. Oh, my goodness. Right. What do we need? What do we need to start with here, please, Spirit? Okay. This is what we're going to start with. The energy seems to be in this one. The energy in this one can, yeah. Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Divine Spirit, Divine Ancestors. What does the collective need to know at this time? What do we need to know in this situation? We've got us, our ancestors, time for ancestral clearing, but it's in reverse. This is saying, listen to the ancestors, listen, Linda. This is not a time to be, this is actually to listen to our ancestors here. We've got a dead dingo here. Dead dingo, time for emotional healing. So this is clearing this energy, right? Somebody's exhausted here. Look at that dingo. Tongue hanging out, lying on the pavement. They need to heal. Somebody here. Dead dingo's donga. Someone's got a prickly penis too. Like somebody could have some sort of fuck, really. Somebody's got like a sexually transmitted disease and it's making them exhausted. See how they've got this prickly penis here? See the cactus? And they've got the cross over the eyes. See, that's that energy taken over people. It could be something to do with... This can also be transmitted through sexual activity, whatever this demon is that is actually turning up in people and switching people up. It's like affecting their minds. I think it was like, what was that? Was it syphilis that makes people go crazy? Is that what that is? And we've got double-pronged echidna penis. Listen up, it was in reverse. Double-pronged echidna penis. I don't know why penis is coming into this, like, but it is. Prickly penis, we've got prickly porcupine, we've got double penis here. So it's definitely something to do with sexually transmitted disease. Demons. Sexually transmitted demons. And it's been promoted through IT and an IT app. It could be something like, you know, like those dating apps and shit. Yeah, this was in reverse. So listen up, but it's in reverse. Don't listen to it. Spirit's saying don't listen to it. And it's whatever's coming through on this IT app. Don't listen to it. Don't watch it. Turn it off. Get the app off the phone. If somebody's got some sort of dating app or something on their phone, get rid of it. Or it could be like some sort of promotional thing to do with something. You know, like, I don't know, it could be something like porn or something like that. That could be affecting people's minds. Well, this has been happening for years, right? But this is like promoted mind pollution. I just heard mind pollution. This is where the demon's coming from. Or this is actually a tool that this particular demon is using to project through. It could be, you know, like it's like the promotion of double penis. I heard don't lighten up. I heard lighten up, and then I went don't lighten up. Don't be light on this. Don't be light. This is serious. This is serious. They're being infected by the mind, and it's designed to take people out. This could also be a sexually transmitted disease that could be passed through these, or promoted through, passed through like sexual activities. And it's designed actually to, help depopulate. So we've got two things going on here, I feel, that is affecting people through, like demonic energies, through sexual activities, sexually transmitted demons, but also just straight up through the IT app that can just use a frequency or a trigger to turn people on and off, right? This is MK Ultra. Yes, okay. Thank you, Spirit. MK Ultra was used. They use like this is happened for like millennia, right? Where sexually, not necessarily diseases, but sexual activity had been used to root to somebody's, attached to somebody's sacral chakra, where they can draw off your energy and manipulate your mind and your creativity. So your sacral chakra is attached to the creative thought and ideas and any kind of growth that someone may aspire to, it gets siphoned away from you, and it is done that through a cord being attached through sexual activity. A lot of it, like, when over, like thousands of years of wartime, when people would come and they would use rape and pillage to overpower a nation or a community or whatever, and they would use rape as a tool to suppress and control. And this is how they used sodomy. So this is like giving these prickly dick energies here. So there could be a whole group of people with prickly dick. It's not a good time to be just sharing it around out there, right? Well, it never is. Okay. What else do we need to know here, Spirit? Don't be light on this. Okay. Cracked crystal. Time to heal yourself. So somebody is in need of healing from this prickly dick syndrome. I'm not one call. Hang on a minute. Just a minute, I'll just pause. Okay. The cracked crystal. Yeah, time to heal yourself. So somebody is definitely needing some spiritual healing here. And this is not just one person here, this is a whole friggin' society. I don't know why I said society, I was going to say community, but it came out as society. Somebody could be within some sort of like society group that may have been sharing it around within that group. We've got a shana shaman, become aware of oneself. This came out in reverse. So somebody is not aware of themselves, or they're becoming aware of themselves. So this is going within. To heal oneself. Realign the chakras. The cord detachment rituals need to be done, like cutting cords that may have been attached through sexual activity or through whatever this app is. This app needs to be taken off of somebody's devices. This could, so somebody that might be snapping out and like uncontrollably don't know that this demon is attached to them, and they need to do a cord cutting. So you can actually go online and go into YouTube and look for cord cutting ritual or frequency. Cord cutting frequency is really good, and you can just listen to it while you sleep. Or you can do other things as well, but you will have to research that because I'm not going to go all through that. You can do, well, you can actually just do it like visually, but you have to visualise the cord attachment to whoever you may be attached to that you need to cut. That it could be coming from somebody that, you know, it could be, if people are out there doing a whole lot of, having a whole lot of different sexual partners, they'll have a lot of cords attached. So they need to cut them all, and they need to visualise every single individual that they may have become attached to through sexual activity. And this is being self-aware, and then so you can release and purify your own energy and get rid of this demon, because it comes through this cord attachment. It's invisible, but it's there, right? So you have to sort of like visualize it as through, you know, like as a two-dimensional 3D thing to be able to cut it. You understand? Okay, let's see what's going on here. The bottom of the deck, we've got love and light, motherfuckers. Just this. Love and light. That's all you need. Love is all you need. Love is not sex, by the way. Well, sex is not love. Some people have a strange idea of what love is. Okay. And they think that it's only experienced through sexual activity, but it's not. Somebody's not a star here. This could be an Aquarius. They're in reverse. We've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay, what do we need to know here, please, Spirit? Asshole ancestors in reverse. The ancestors are not assholes. The ancestors are helping here. The holy ancestors. Not just any old ancestors. So somebody's not working for somebody, or somebody may have lost a job or something. It could be a hierophant. It could be some sort of spiritual leader. The Two of Cups. Spiritual partnership here. A spiritual partnership through exchanges, sexual exchanges, cord attachments. See how this guy's offering this person a cup? This could be poisonous. Okay. So what is this Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Clarify. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be that this ritual is not working on somebody because they're a star. So it's interesting that we had it in the reverse, but now it's flipped in the right direction. Okay. So something's not working on something because they're aware, right? And they're being guided by their ancestors. The holy, highest degree of the ancestors, right? Those that are being guided by God, not just any old entity or energy. We want to only be guided by those that are being guided by God. You understand? Not just any old energy. And this is a problem because sometimes people think that there might be talking to some trustworthy energies, and they're not. And they could be leaving people juggling and not confused, right? They're confused. The star, clarify the star to this spirit. Somebody's got their ships coming in. This is waiting for somebody's ships to come in. Somebody's got the guard down. So somebody here could have been foolish, sharing their energy around. They let their guard down, and this is like airy-fairy. Just let it all out, that's free love, free love. Somebody, the star over here, it wasn't working on this person, or they become, they healed themselves. So the star card is often healing as well, so that these energies cannot attach to them. They need to be healed from this. They need to reassert their guard. This person here became confused. It could be a Queen of Wands, became confused. That's the whole point. A Queen of Cups, a mother figure. They could have been recklessly following the wrong guidance. And this is just being open and unaware, sort of, to what's happening in the spirit world when it comes to exchanging energies here. Yeah, this is group sex here. Look, and sabotage. See what happens? Group sex, sabotage. They ruin themselves, right? And somebody's going through karma from this. It confuses people. See this cord? Then that's designed to confuse and sabotage. People all over the shop, right? We've got a King of Swords here in reverse, so it could be an Aquarius, like I said, who's in regret, who's been all over the place. An Aquarius is shamed. I wish they never done this. They're going through karma. They've got a sexually transmitted demon and possibly sexually transmitted disease. And with this prickly dick here, I feel there's both. I may have thought somebody else was naive. Magic. Somebody could have manifested this. And then we've got the Two of Wands. A decision was made. This is clarifying. This is manifesting a clearing of this energy. We were talking about like a human. This was a human experiment as well. You know what I mean? Through a sexually transmitted disease, there was a human experiment, and we've got it coming through an organisation here. And there's a Queen of Swords, poverty, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It could be family as well, that's in reverse, and partnerships. See? A decision was made. Look at this. Oh, yeah, look, devil deck, right? It's in reverse. Love bombing. Oh, lies. Fake love. Bad news. So somebody got bad news. Somebody was lying about love. Yeah, because didn't I say that people were being confused by what love is, and they equate love to sexual activity. It's not love, right? It's a lie. Yep, and this has been exposed. So this wand magic, this sex magic, is wand magic, and it was coming through an organisation. It could be the church. Well, it did. You know, like, yeah, the colonies were settled with sex magic, and they used the they used religion to perpetrate this to young people, and that was a human experiment on its own, right? I think I've spoken about this so many times. And this is MK Ultra, and how they can control the minds of people through sex magic. So once people have been penetrated with this demon that comes through with sex magic, and a lot of the time that's through sodomy, and a lot of children were infected from that through apparent religious leaders. And it was used to control. It was a tactic. It's the same tactic that's used in prisons, and they use it like it's the butterfly effect. So once they do it, they affect one, right? They can then, that becomes a butterfly, because then that one that's been affected, they can control that person's mind to then be a perpetrator to others. And that goes on, and then it spreads through, and it becomes rife, and it becomes, it's demonic. It's a demonic energy that enters the mind through sexual activity. And it can be sodomy or just normal sex. It can actually even be just projected through the mind, like IT, like I was saying, there's an app that is just getting into people's minds and infecting the mind. This doesn't even need an app. You know, like in my personal experience, it comes through like telepathically. It can be projected telepathically, and like just projected through the ether. And unless you've got your boundaries up and you know to protect yourself in the spiritual world, you're using saging and prayer, for God's protection, the higher ranking official ancestors and spirit guides and angels to help with that. That's what they're there for. They're the healers. That was like Jesus was the healer, was a healer out of many healers, to try and teach us this. And this is why you have to have the spiritual protection through prayer, praying to God for protection. These energies can't penetrate that through the mind, It can't be infected. Yeah. And, you know, real love, you know, comes from the heart, you know, and that's care. You know, if you care for somebody, you're not going to want to rape them, for instance, you know what I mean? That's hate, that's hatred, that comes through hate, and that's demonic. There's, you know, like there's love and there is intimacy and sex through love, but this is not that. This is demonic attachment used through sex, magic, using the rod. What was it? What was her name? I never actually got through the book, but Germaine Greer wrote, what was that book called? Kissing the Rod. Kissing the Rod, it's magic, right? And this is used to enslave people. Yeah, so being mindful of this is protection, and knowing of this is protection on its own. You can't be infected if you know what someone's doing, right? If you know what's going on, it's much harder to be manipulated. This is what they don't tell you, right? Yeah, again, it just is, Spirit is just pushing this subject. You know, like they're saying, don't just sit on this, get this message out there, right? Stop using the rod all over the place. It's got to be sacred. You can't use it here, there and everywhere. And same with the vice versa, right? The cup. The cup cannot be used for this reasoning either, because this is what people do, right? They don't even know they're doing it half the time. They use their sexual energy to control and manipulate people, you know? I'll give you this if you do this for me, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Okay, what else, Spirit? We have a Queen of Wands here. What about this Queen of Wands, Spirit? Could be some false love here. And this black cat here is standing out for me. This could be a witch, because witch came out earlier. She's not in reverse. She's not in reverse. She could be shining a light on this subject. This could be a white witch. This could be a good witch or influencer. I just heard is exposing something here, shining a light on exposing this subject. Sunflowers are significant. The sunflowers here are standing out for me here. See how this is a field. Oops. We have a field of sunflowers here, and she's holding on to one of these sunflowers. Are significant. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take your sunshine away. Don't know why I'm getting that, but see, this is a free-spirited child here. And what happens with free-spirited children when they become infected by this demon? They become controllable. They take away the happiness. They take away the sunshine when this happens to people, when this happens to children. So this is to do with children. When children are infected by the sex demon, It takes away their happiness. It takes away their sunshine. It makes them dark. It makes them sad. Darkness comes with sadness or despair, you know. And what we've got here is understanding all this will save this from happening more. But it needs to be spoken about because this is infecting our communities big time. I always wonder what the hell that is. It's the washing machine finishing. This is like on cue, right? It's like happiness. La 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 la. What is that tune? What was that tune? What's that attached to? Well, I think it being some sort of child cartoon or something like that. At the bottom of the deck here, we've got the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. 9 Cups. What is this? It's a fake love, right? Fake love bombing. What did I say? You do this for me, I'll do this for you. Right? Show me yours and I'll show you mine. Sex magic, group sex magic here. Ooh, yep. Sabotage. 5 of Swords. Infecting the cup. Somebody's in regret for doing this. Because now they got dabbled in. Because they entered an infected cup. A vessel. This is somebody entering somebody's vessel or somebody receiving somebody's wand that's been infected. And now somebody is suffering from this demon. It's a sex demon. And that sex demon, what does it do? It wants to multiply. It's just like a Dracula, right? You get bitten by the Dracula and then you become Dracula. You understand? You want to infect others. You need blood. You see what I'm saying? We have an authority here, an official person. This is a truth person, a truth teller. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Truth telling about this groups. You're all partying together. Soul thieves. Energy vampires. It's a theft of someone's soul. Not holding back, no resistance. No resistance, not holding back. You will be stolen from. Cut the cord, Spirit said. See, it's sabotage. It's used to take people out. And what's going to happen? They're all going to fall at the same time. What was I getting there? Come through, Spirit, come through. What was that? And they all fall down. A tissue, and we all fall down. Was it ring-a-ring-a-rosy? Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, a pocket full of posy, a pocket full of posy. This is not the traditional story of this, but this is giving me the pocket full of posies, like the love bombing, you know? Ring-a-ring-a-rosy. Oh, you know, like, you know, using, love bombing to be able to, get into somebody's pants, basically. addictions, devil energy. This is the demon, right? Coming with an offer. No. No, Spirit said. People, Spirit said, no, don't take the offer. This is sabotage. Do not share with everyone. Cut the cords. But one can heal from this. If you cut the cords. I'm getting all these swords here. Somebody needs to cut a lot of swords. Someone needs to cut a lot of cords. Because they were not defending themselves. Cut those cords. A lot of the time they attach to the back here. So you need to visualize cutting these attachments, and that will be with, you have to visualize all of those people that you may have shared energy with, and visualize cutting with a sword to that person. So you visualize the cord being attached to that person, and then you cut it. Okay? 5 of Swords. There's the demon again. Because this demon will kill a lot of people. This one that's coming, there might be a new disease coming. People need to be aware right now there may be a new disease coming through sexual transmission that's killing people. Quick. It's quick. It's putting people in the hangman, making people stuck and codependent. Right? Get away, Spirit said. Get away from this demon. These demonic energies. It's keeping people trapped. Look at the chains around their necks. Keeping them enslaved to them because they've got the demon attached. You see it come through the eyes. Someone's wish fulfillment here. This could be a family group. This could be family infected with this demon. There's no illusions. The High Priestess is bringing the truth. Not holding back this truth about people being stuck with this demonic energy. 5 of Cups, Page of Wands. There's good news. This is good news, right? This is good news. People talking about this. It's going to slow this demon down. It's going to cut him off. It's cutting the head off the snake. Page of Wands. Yeah, there's a contract. A contract was written. Somebody could be getting a contract written. Or this could be somebody getting married, somebody making an offering to marry someone. You see, you marry someone, you're making a contract to be loyal to that person, and only that person. The only person. You know, like ducks, you know, they only have one partner. You've got to make sure it's the right partner, though. I'm not saying to people that they should be stuck in relationships that are not true, or that are abusive, or anything like that. That means that you have connected yourself to the wrong partner if you're stuck in an abusive situation. You have to get away from that and cut the cords and burn the contract. Get a divorce, basically. Because if that's an abusive situation, and if somebody's abusing somebody, then that person can be affected by the demon. It can be a violent demon, it can be a sex demon or whatever, but it's the wrong, it's karmic. But somebody could be actually making an actual proper love offer to somebody at this time. A contract of marriage. I think it's marriage. There's no illusions in this. That is nice to hear, that there's no illusions, right? Page of Cups clarified. But somebody is going through karma. Somebody could be making an offer because they're going through karma. Now that is not making an offer for the right reasons. Or they might be wanting to repent from something because they're going through karma. They're making an offer. A Knight of Pentacles. Why is that in reverse? With the Page of Ace of Pentacles. This could be an offer of marriage for someone. But why is karma here? Like I said, somebody could be making an offer because they're going through karma. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Please, Spirit. Clarify this Three of Pentacles, this contract. Or group, is it? Contract. Of love. Somebody may have learnt their lessons. And now they want to do something in the right way. Yeah. Or somebody didn't learn their lesson with the Nine of Wands, and maybe they've been infected by this disease and never got offers because they were out there in the community. Page of Wands, they were stuck in the Hangman. But with this truth, they might be repenting and actually making a proper offer, but it's because they're going through karma. It might be because ending something. So they're ending whatever that is. Cut something out. Somebody never learned, because they never learned a lesson. But now it's over. They may have, somebody might have got this devil dick infection, whatever the hell it is, and now they want to make a proper arrangement with a contract here because they, got an infection. And they're going through karma. What the hell? 10 of Cups. That was over for some family group or that community group, whatever that is, with the lies, an ending to the lies, the weakness, they become weak, temperance, they needed to stop their overindulgence. Well, this is wish fulfillment here for an empress. Ending and becoming an empress. This is like becoming the mother, becoming the wife. This is getting wish fulfillment here because they ended whatever this situation was. So somebody stopped doing what they were doing because they were getting karma, because they got an infection. And it made them weak. And they lied about something. They made them weak. And I suppose they lied about the situation. Somebody lied about a situation. The Devil. A King of Pentacles and a High Priestess in Devil energy. This is a couple. So, a King of Pentacles, somebody's all about the money, and a High Priestess. Did I not say there was a witch here? There was a witch involved, an actual witch. Somebody's names could begin with a B or a J. A hidden cat. Why am I getting that? This couple is bound to the devil here. This couple is bound to this demonic energy. And this couple could have been promoting this devil energy. This demonic share it around their energy. It's brought them karma. But this is over. It was a bad investment. It confused people. They did it under the moon. And now they're going to jail. This is never-ending torment. There is no accolades. And there will be no missed opportunity for this never-ending torment. They're under regret. They don't want to be left out in the cold. They're in regret. And burdened. And it's never ending, and it keeps coming on the internet. They keep getting infected. This is like the mind control office of infected cups. Oh my God, this is going on and on. The Queen of Pentacles lied. Queen of Pentacles could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus here. They lied. It caused them weakness. Because of their weakness, there was an injustice that came through this organisation or this spiritual leader. And the lovers, creating lovers. This King of Swords had a house, and he was the emperor, and he made a lot of money out of this, but he turned everything upside down, and now the police are here with a truth teller, an investigator is telling everything, and it's stopping, it's tempering this poor judgment of overindulgence. Well, this is wish fulfillment for an empress. It's over. Wow. That's how that came out. Okay, so give us some more info here, please. Ooh. Independence. Somebody's single. And somebody wanted to sabotage this. Somebody wanted to sabotage somebody's independence from this entity. Yeah. They didn't want someone to walk away. They didn't want it to be over. 7 of Swords, the thieves. Left out in the cold. So somebody was isolated and left out in the cold because they wanted to be free from this entity, from this demonic energy. The Knight of Cups. Move into calmer waters. They didn't want the collective, I'm just saying the collective all of a sudden, but they didn't want the collective to move to calmer waters. They wanted them to be left out in the cold. They didn't want them to walk away. Yeah, I'm in so much regret that just keeps coming out, right? We have a King of Cups. Never learnt their lessons. Keep doing it. Sun. Clarify the sun. Exposure. Ooh, there's a tower. See how that came out? Just something's just blown right out there. It's been exposed. All these illusions. They've been blasted out. These offerings to the demonic energies, these are offerings. Could be bribes, you know? What was I saying? Oh, well, you can have this if you do that. You know what I mean? If you do this, I'll give you that. Yeah, causing burdens. All those, this is cord attachments. See all those cord attachments? This is all that. Well, they never missed an opportunity to attach a cord to someone. As many as they could get. Yeah, but there was no accolades. You didn't get no accolades for this shit. No, they just got the police coming on their tail. They might have got a lot of money, but they got breadcrumbed in the end. Okay, Queen of Wands. Ooh, there's the messages. Queen of Wands is bringing the messages. This is the sunflower. This is the sunflower lady. It's bringing these messages. The Prince of Wands. There he comes with his wand. And we have an investigator. Someone shining a light on this energy. And I'm saying this is an energy, right? It's not a one, it's not just one person. This person is making out their demure. It's like they're coming in with their wand, but they're kind of like doing the whole, you know, the demure thing, as if they're innocent. They're coming in sort of gently. This is not, this image here is not giving me the fast movement like the King of Wands normally does. It's sort of like, see how the horse has got their head down and he's got his head down sort of like subdued a little bit, like a little bit sheepish, you know? Or like demure, you know, like, oh, I'm innocent, you know, like how, you know, the seductress, or, you know, behind the fan, you know, that sort of shit. It's giving that. They're being investigated and they're exposed. And they're sheepish. They're burning. There could be a Virgo here. That's weak. Yeah, they're burdened big time. Whew. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, what else do we need to know here, Spirit? I feel, yeah, this issue, like Spirit just keeps saying, don't sit on this, don't sit on this, don't sit on this. This is a message that is the biggest problem we have in our society, like, in our communities, in our cities, in our social media, everywhere, this issue is massive. And if we want to save our next generations, this needs to be addressed. The living room, otherwise there is no stability. Yeah. The court, no judgment. Why is no judgment here? Why is the court in reverse? Occupation. Somebody working in a courthouse could have lost a job. Because of their poor judgment. What is this? Poor judgment and occupation. Becoming unstable. There's a lot of money involved. We know it's an industry, right? money. Sad news. Sad news, and somebody is in grief. Absolute grief. Number 14 could be significant. Number 32. Oh, there's... Look at that. Mirroring. And 23. See how it's mirroring those numbers. 3 and a 2. 5, 5. Change. So grief is mirrored in this courthouse, or grief is being reflected as poor judgment, or someone's poor judgment is causing them grief, obviously. Occupation. Occupation. Reflection. Occupation, big luck. Somebody's occupation could be bringing them a good abundance here. Yeah. A small child. Small child, clarify please. Very soon, a short time. In a short time, a new beginning. Could be a new beginning. This small child could be a new beginning. Something's happening in a short time. Somebody's occupation is going to generate a lot of money in a short time. Somebody's new beginning is going to generate a lot of money in a short time, and somebody's aggrieved and sad about this. Big love. Occupation and big love. It's not love. This is God-given. That's what people don't realise. The good Lord, did I say? God-given, and then we've got the good Lord. Look at that. You see? You see how this works? Thank you, Spirit. We love you. Main female. The main character. What about this main character? Tell us about this main character. Homeless. With no home. This is about to change with a legal matter, because this is a good lady. And now they are not ending. Somebody was so somebody wanted to end somebody here. Whoever was trying to end somebody here, somebody's occupation, because, because they're speaking about it. This is the Queen of Wands. So, the star here is shining a light on all this. Was labelled a thief and a false person. And this was murky thoughts. Someone's not going to jail. But a main man is. Ooh, somebody else has high honour. Hang on. We had an official officer here. What about this official officer? A rich man in reverse. So we've got somebody who's not a rich man, could be an official. Why is this person unexpected? Expectation in reverse. It's something that's unexpected. A marriage, an unexpected partnership. Because we had the contract here, right? Somebody making an offer here. This person, but why are they not rich? They're not a main male. Well, it's not the main male, it says. Okay, so that's not the main male. Yeah. We have illness in reverse. Is that meant to be in reverse? Yeah. So somebody's not sick. Somebody's not sick. Somebody who was expected to be sick is not sick. Or but maybe they've healed themselves. Hope. There's hope for a rich girl. His thoughts. So somebody's saying there's hope for a rich girl. This is his thoughts. This main male that's not a main male. This is an unexpected person. So this could be like a new person that somebody doesn't even know. This is unexpected. Is saying that somebody, there's hope for a rich girl to be healed. So somebody was infected by this infection, I'll call it. Demonic infection. A demonic infection is getting married. Somebody of high honour. But there's a gift here in reverse. Ah, reversing the gift. This could be reversing the infection. Oh, is it, Spirit? His thoughts. This is healing somebody. Somebody can be healed. There's change. Yes. A journey towards success in life. So this is healing the whole community here. This is not just like an individual. This is healing this whole mindset, this human experiment that's gone on for millennia. This is hope and change and healing this whole entire community, societal, nationwide infection. This is telling us that there's hope, that there's change in this culture. I'll put it as a culture because it is. This sex demon is being taken down. It's a demon that's been taken out. This sex thief, unexpected money. So there's pleasant news here of a false person. There's a meeting. Somebody's not going to jail in America. So somebody might have been trying to get somebody to go to jail over something, over exposing this. So okay. So Spirit, have we got some individuals here involved in the micro? On the micro level, we have a Cancer. So this story is about the macro, so the entire community, but it's also about the individual. And we're bringing hope here for the individuals that may have been infected by this demon. This demon is healable. Well, it can be eradicated, I'll put it like that. The individuals can be healed of the demon, of the sex demon. This demonic energy, they can be healed. Cancer. Somebody's uncle. Could be somebody that somebody called uncle. It's not somebody's brother, but they may have been calling them brother. Hey bro, that sort of thing. A Gemini. Or this also could be a bro that's actually passed over. Thank you. Yeah. Hometown. Somebody's whole town. Somebody's whole town, because somebody's whole town is infected by this demon. Wow. That's right. There's a Libra, but we've got there could be actually a Libra involved here, but quite often when I get Libra, I get justice. There's justice coming for this. Oh, there's a coven. Did I not say this was a culture? Cult. Whole. This was a cult. This demonic energy takes over these cults. Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn involved, or this actually just can be the devil energy itself. Somebody homeless. should imagine there's a lot of homeless people infected by this cult, right? How many homeless people we got now? All trying to pay for their demonic ass addictions, and then they use the sex demon to pay for their addictions. You know, there's a father involved. I just felt then father as in, you know, like a priest. There's a love interest, could be somebody's love interest. Somebody's love interest could be actually infected by this demon. A mother figure is infected by this demon, I just heard. And there's a message. Somebody's going to get a message about this. Like I said, when you know somebody's infected by the demon, it's like you might know them in one way and then all of a sudden they switch up. You know what I mean? That's when you know they're infected by the demon. There's a Pisces. There's a Scorpio. Someone's friend. And someone's sister. Anyone else? Anyone else we need to be telling? A whole shire. Oh God. A whole shire. A sister's shire. What did I say about infecting low socioeconomic areas? There could be whole areas. It's not just in the low socioeconomic areas though. It's not, auntie, but it could be like promoted in those areas. It's still going to be in the other areas, but this is where it's being promoted because what is it about? Depopulation. Pretty much this will be involving a Virgo, everyone. If this is your message, this is your message. Somebody's work. So, anyway, let's get a message from we'll get finishing messages from our goddesses here. Thank you. Spiritual goddesses. High-ranking goddesses. What messages should we leave the collective with today, please, Spirit? What messages can we leave the collective with today? What messages? Minimosine? It's a very hard one to pronounce. Through this Greek goddess of memory, so somebody's been told to remember something. Who was the mother of the 9 muses? Now this is interesting. Who was I've never had this one out. Who was the mother of the 9 muses? Comes the blessings of your bloodline and ancestry. So healing this demonic energy is going to bring blessings for the bloodline and ancestry. This is breaking the curse, right? Call now upon your ancient creative inner wisdom and remember who you are. Remember. Somebody's told to remember something here. With creative inner wisdom. Someone has to remember their creative inner wisdom, something that they may have lost. This is going to heal the bloodlines. This is breaking the curse. Yay! Mayat. It is time for grave injustice to be righted. Wow. And the Egyptian goddess Maat is with you, blessing you with a fair judgment. Yay! This rebalancing will bring you peace and a sense of being seen and believed. Believe this story. Persephone, just trying to remember how to pronounce that. Persephone, Greek maiden and queen of the spring. So this is new birth. Spring is new birth, right? Brings to you the blessing of a fresh new life and rebirth this day. Yeah, celebrate. This is healing, right? Celebrate, for all can be transformed and renewed, including you, beloved child of the goddess. So this is what we've been told. Spirit, thank you, Persephone. All of the people that have been infected by this demon can be retrieved and healed, right? That's the good news, and that was the good news that Jesus was bringing us, right? Same message. But it needs to be spoken about, right? It needs to be, people need to be educated on this demon. The demon cannot exist if people know about it, because it exists in the dark. You see what I mean? Kuan Yin. Thank you, Kuan Yin. What do we got? When you feel unworthy, because this is what happens, right? This is how the demon take hold. When people are feeling unworthy of themselves, right? That's when the demon takes hold and takes over. The mercy and infinite love of the Buddhist deity, Kuan Yin, blesses you with a restored sense of self-worth. So this is what's being restored here in all of our society with this healing. Restore the sense of self-worth. You are loved, divine and unique. Kuan Yin cherishes you just as you are, as Jesus did too, right? And Jesus does. Yeah, as well. They're not gone. These energies are not gone. They're with us, right? Our spirit guides, our ancestors, our goddesses and gods and goddesses are our deities. So there we have it. I'll leave it there. What an amazing message here of healing this human experiment that has been going on for far too long is being exposed and opened up, and a lot of people are going to be exposed for what they've done. The only way this can heal the next lot of generations is going to be this exposure. So yeah, I'll leave it here, and I hope you all have a lovely and blessed day, and look forward to the healing of our planet, because this is a global effect here. This is affecting everybody globally, and it's very, very cruel and sick, and needs to be rid of off of our planet. So yeah, I'll leave it there, because this is good news, right? This is good news. This is bringing healing to our ancestors' wounds as well as our own, right? Because, you know, I don't know very many people who have not been infected at some stage by this demon. And now we can know that people have hope of healing from this demonic energy, but they need to be open and stop passing it around, you know. So please like, share and subscribe, and I will and have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.